Community voice.
Hello and welcome to a Community Voice Short. Today we're going to be talking about the Fiddlers Picnic, which is an annual event sponsored by the Iowa Friends of Old Time Music. Our guest today is Norbert Sarsfield, one of the board members for the Iowa Friends of Old Time Music. Thank you so much for joining us, Norbert.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm curious about Iowa Friends of Old Time Music. What is the organization all about?
Well, the Iowa Friends of Old Time Music has been around since the late 60s. It was formed by two university professors, Harry Oster and Art Rosenbaum. They were interested in forming an organization to kind of help preserve and promote old time music in a broad sense. The organization has, over the years, brought in kind of national bands to come through town. The Balfour Brothers, a great Cajun band, came through at one point. Bill Monroe, Mike Seeger, Pete Seeger. What
are some of the activities that Friends of Old Time Music, you bring in shows throughout the year, but what are some of the activities that you have ongoing throughout the year?
One is a jam on Tuesday nights, and that goes on throughout the year. Probably the biggest event that we do, without a doubt the biggest event we do, is the Fiddlers Picnic, the annual Fiddlers Picnic, which is the third Sunday in September every year at the Johnson County Fairgrounds. People come and just kind of hang out and play in the parking lot, a lot of jamming going on. There's a stage show. People can sign up to perform on stage.
So you just show up if you want to play, and you can get up at some point during the day and play.
You can play on stage, or if you're more comfortable just kind of playing under a tree or something with some friends, you can do that. There are workshops, fiddle, banjo, mandolin workshops, so if you're maybe just getting started and you want to get some pointers on your instrument, you can come, and there are some really good local musicians who lead workshops. There'll be dances there, contra and square dances. Yeah, it's a really great time. It's a lot of kids come and just kind of run around and have a great time. So it's fun for the whole family.
So Norbert, what's your background with old time music? Why did you get involved with the organization?
Well, I'm kind of a newcomer in a lot of ways compared to a lot of people in the organization. I got interested in old time music. I guess initially I was going to the University of Alabama, and I did a summer internship where I was working at the Library of Congress at the American Folklife Center. And at that point I was listening to bluegrass music, but I didn't really even know what old time music was. And I got to work with a lot of people there who were really into old time music and got to kind of have access to the Library of Congress's archives of stuff. And so it really kind of turned me on to old time music. And so based on that, I kind of decided I wanted to learn the fiddle and kind of started taking that up. And then, I wanted to kind of see what I could do to kind of, give my efforts to help the organization preserve and promote old time music, and just kind of do what I can to help, kind of keep old time music alive here in Iowa.
I know that Friends of Old Time Music put together a really great show at the Engler in 2008, and the bill was really varied, and that really made me understand the similarities between all the kinds of music that can fall under old time music. But you had the Escape Floodwater Jug Band, you had the Gilded Bats, which is your group, two very different kinds of music, but that really paired up well together.
The organization is really, it's a broad definition of what old time music is. Maybe roots music might be a term that people would understand and know, but Celtic music, Cajun music, blues, bluegrass, kind of Appalachian old time, all that stuff would fall under what we're interested in kind of preserving and promoting. And for that show we had, Stones in the Field, a great kind of local Celtic band. My band plays kind of Southern Appalachian old time music, and then a jug band, and then your band as well, kind of playing maybe a more contemporary take on it, but definitely influenced by all those kinds of music. And so, we're interested in a whole wide swath of music.
So your musicians involved are going to be less likely to be plugging an electric instrument into an electric amplifier, and
yeah, it's generally acoustic music and kind of traditional rather than modern, but there's a lot of music that falls under that definition. Yeah.
So let's talk about the venue that the Iowa Friends of Old Time Music Fiddlers Picnic takes place at. It's the Fairgrounds, and I've been to this event. I've been going to it for about 10 years, and it's a really great venue because it's really spread out and there's so much room for people to play and explore the music. But tell us a little bit more about the venue.
Yeah, it's at the Johnson County Fairgrounds, and like you said, it's wide open. There's lots of space for people to kind of do parking lot jamming kind of stuff. We do have a stage set up there. There's seating, to go along with the stage show, so you can have comfortable seating while you're watching the stage show. There are a number of sort of smaller buildings on the grounds where we have events taking place. We'll have instrument vendors there selling instruments, set up in one. We'll have some food vendors out there as well.
And it's an all-day event, so people can really plan on spending the whole day there.
That's right, and like I said, there'll be workshops taking place in some of the other smaller buildings around there, and it's just a great place to go and kind of just wander around and experience all the great music that's happening here in the area.
Well, how can people get involved in Iowa Friends of Old Time Music?
Well, you can come to the Fiddlers Picnic. That's probably the best way to do it, and experience that and kind of see what we're all about. You can sign up there to be on our mailing list. We'll keep you notified of different events that we're sponsoring.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. The Iowa Friends of Old Time Music Fiddlers Picnic takes place the third Sunday in September, each September. So be sure to check out the event. It's out at the Johnson County Fairgrounds. It's a wonderful family-friendly event, and you won't want to miss it.
Community voice. I don't want to say the years, but